say the N-word, and should N-word passes be a thing?
All right, Jay, take this one.
Yeah, I really feel like your perspective is necessary here.
Nope, N-word pass should not be a thing.
You know what, Jay, that sounds like, you know when you're at like a beauty pageant and they tell you they want to save the world and all some flowery shit. That's the right answer, Jay. That's the right answer.
Good job.
Thank you.
Jay, what if it's a white person who grew up completely in a black neighborhood with all black friends and actually was adopted by a black family and raised in that household?
What if it was?
That's like that.
What if it was Mark Wahlberg in Four Brothers?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
Very good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mark Wahlberg in anything should not say the N-word.
Yeah. So this is interesting for me because I actually, being mixed, like I did grow up with my family with us saying that, and actually I even had a nickname as a child that included the N-word.
What
was the nickname?
Little High Yellow Ass.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Family's from the South. I don't know if that excuses it.
How did you earn that nickname?
Because my cousins had a thing where sometimes we would go places and the area where they lived was not super diverse. So everyone either was black or white. People would see me and they would say, hey, like, your cousin looks different. And they would be like, no, she's just high yellow. And then it became a joke. And thus the nickname was born, but clipped one day when my mother heard them calling me that. So
shout out to your moms. Right. Being like, hey, turn that shit off.
She didn't tell them to stop. She just was like, what did you call her? And it was kind of dead from there. Like whenever
we realized how uncomfortable it is after you asked us.
Whenever white people discover things, it kind of is, it's up after that. Right. Like when they learned the word lit. So.
Damn.
All right, well, they heard about lit, guys. Let's pack it up. Had a good run.
But basically, I realized at a certain age that I felt uncomfortable, even when I would see, like, Latinos who weren't, like, super apparently Afro-Latino using the N-word. So I was like, I'm not going to do it because, like, at least, like, not in public, in front of people who don't know me and stuff, because then I don't want to make, like, another black person feel upset or uncomfortable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't say the N-word.
I say it all the time. Profusely.
I say it all the time, and I'm saying it more and more each day.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
It's an interesting discussion, like, within the black community, too. Like, should we say it or blah, blah, blah. And, like, there's the people on the side of the discussion where there's power in the word. Like, it's like, we took it back because the people used to use this as a slur against us. Now we use it to call each other, like, oh, you my nigga. Nah.
Right.
But there's also the other half of it where, it's still a word that's hurtful in a lot of ways.
Like, I'm sure there's, like, probably older black folk who heard that their whole lives and, like, living through Jim Crow or something, they don't ever want to hear that word again. Mm-hmm. So probably triggering for them.
Yeah.
I think the white people who have a problem with the word have a problem with the whole power dynamic behind it, right? It's not the word itself. Y'all invented it, right? Y'all invented the context behind it. That it was originally your word. The fact that it's no longer your word is what really bothers you. And I'm 100% on board with that. Right? I'm 100% on board with the idea that this is not okay. Because there's a lot of shit that we experienced that was not okay, and we just kind of had to deal with it. Your turn. I'm saying 1,000% your turn.
I feel like it's the funniest form of oppression. Because it's like, no, you can't say it. It's like, why can't I say it? Because you can't. You just can't.
It's like, what do you lose by not saying it? Like, does your credit score drop, or?
Yeah.
It's one of the few forms of black privilege we have. We can say it pretty much anywhere without getting punched in the face.
Right.
But it's like I don't get, because like some people would say like I can say it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, anyone can say it.
Yeah, but even like that, it's fine for me. To, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just don't really have a desire to be honest.
You know what I think it is? The context behind the word, right? The meaning, there's a lot that you can whitewash and pretend never happened. But that word was specifically brought up in the context it was for a reason. And whenever a white person says it, you have to unpackage that whole history. True. And no white person wants to do that. Yes. Unless maybe Jay, he's got his hand up. You want to unpackage that history?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't laugh. I guess why white people get so, not speaking for me, but just, for people that look like me. If you go back to the history context, they're so used to just getting anything they wanted. If they wanted a country, they just colonized it. So the fact that, what, I can't say this? Like, how dare you say I can't do something? It kind of like tickles their...
yeah.
Their inner
Yeah,
colonizer.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
colonize.
it's like it's literally like they have privilege over everything. It's like, why can't I do this? Like I've never been told I can't do something. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And it's like the history. So
And at the end of the
that.
day, they don't, because again, you gotta unpack that history and you gotta acknowledge your role in it. And a lot of people they're not there yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shocking after 400 years that you're not there yet, but hey, you need time, I guess.
Is it okay for them to sing in rap songs, guys?
No.
In concert?
No.
Jay?
What if it's Kanye West?
No.
Nope.
I feel like at concerts, they should completely stop the music. All the black people in the audience should just come to a hush whenever the N-word comes up, just to see when you hear the niggas in the room, is it coming from the white people?
Did you guys ever see that clip from the Travis Scott concert where he had the fan on stage and he wanted him to chant the lyrics?
Or was it Kendrick?
What?
It was Kendrick.
It
was Kendrick?
Yeah.
But it was, in this case, this is okay.
It was a white fan, I assume.
Yeah, and they were like trying to get him to say the N-word. If your favorite rapper asks you to say the N-word, do you say the N-word if you're white?
Did he say it?
I don't recall.
I can't remember.
I feel like he didn't, but also
I feel like he didn't either. You feel like he wasn't comfortable, but
yeah, I feel like it would
Is
be
that
more
Finn
problematic. Yeah.
First of all, if any rapper tried to do, he's not my favorite rapper anymore. He's trying to
Why
get
would you
killed.
put me in that
And why would you-
position?
why would
He's
you
now
try
my
to get
least favorite rapper.
Yeah, like I'm not. Fuck you and your fucking album streams. I'm not listening to you no more.
well, okay. Since we're in New York, also, I think this has kind of an interesting one. What do you guys think about other people of color? I'll say specifically Latinos saying the N-word, and I think a lot of Latinos say, well, you know, we do have black ancestry, which is totally true. But what do you guys think?
I mean, I prefer if no one said it, but if there were people saying it, I prefer they had black ancestry. And there's plenty of Latinos who don't have black ancestry saying the word. Like in high school, I remember passing by a group of Arabs and they were calling each other the N-word.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't like
I mean, even though they have a slur that's called sand N-word, still.
Right. And it's also
No,
because
it's
a lot
not
of these
okay.
communities have this like really prevalent like anti-blackness. Like I remember hearing like this, and this is why like I started thinking about it even for myself. I was like, why does it bother me when I hear certain like Latinos I know using the N-word? And I was like, because I know that they've said things like good hair, and I know that, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, which of course is just in group like internalized, like, you know, self like whatever, because they are part black. But I was still like, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the anti-blackness for me. Like I'm Haitian, and we share our island with a whole other country, the Dominican Republic. And to this day, the Dominicans that I know refuse to acknowledge any level of blackness. Right? We are not black in any way, shape, or form. And it's shocking to hear that when like there are people who live on my side of the island but are Dominican. And I'm just like, your family is black. Your parents are black. Your great-grandparents are black, but you're not black.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you can still say the N-word. It's like, nah.
It's like a cognitive dissonance.
Right, right. You got to own up all this blackness. All right? If you're not down with the squad, you got to give up the word.
Right.
Go.
Yeah, I also found that to be interesting territory, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, it really matters to me, I guess, how much you do lean on your blackness and like, you know, claim your blackness in a sense. Because like you said, like, you know, there's Dominican people that, you know, say the N-word casually, but again, in the right conversation, will be like, yeah, I'm not black, and that doesn't fly. It's like,
right.
Yeah, pick a lane.
What if you have a Latino person dead ass like Wesley Snipes out here in the face, but it's like, no, I'm not black, but then says the N-word? How you feel about that? They clearly are black, but
Drive in the South and let the cops get that out for you. Right? They'll let you know if you're black or not.
word. I think they need a wake up call. Yeah, for real.
But can they say the N-word?
No.
Without persecution, probably, because they look physically black.
Yeah.
So I'm not like,
if I know the person and I know that they don't identify, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
yeah.
If you're just a random black person who looks black, I'm not gonna know about whatever background context you got going on, so I'll let it slide. But
it's so interesting because again, like now it comes down to like looks as well, like because like we said, he looks physically black, Like, and if you said the N word, no one's gonna even think twice because you look physically black, whether you identify it as or is not. But then you got Logic over here, looking like a straight up white guy, right?
I just
But
want to
it's-
go on record saying it's the most precious thing that Jay is raising his hand during these conversations. So fucking cute.
Yes,
Go.
we can
Go
pass
ahead,
it, Jay. Here you go.
So like, doesn't that like bring back to the saying that it goes, everybody wants to be black, but nobody wants to be black?
Yes.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So, I mean, where do we stand on this? Like, if we gotta make a vote on the black code, like, do we?
What's the question?
Do we give out
Who can say
nigga
that
passes
word?
or no?
No.
No to
There's
N-word
absolutely
passes.
no nigga pass.
No nigga pass for me. I'm not with it. Jay.
No.
I started with this. I started with no. I'm ending at no. We're not.
My mind has not been changed.
All right, good. Glad we cleared that up. Y'all be put on niggas out there. We watch.